A guy by the name of Cole Range left a comment on my previous video about The Hollow, saying that I should keep watching it till I get the last episode. So I did. I actually kind of got bored with the series and stopped watching it because, I don't know, it just seemed like it was going nowhere. And boy, oh boy, was I right. It goes absolutely nowhere. And by that, I mean, like, I guess the mystery does get they do have an answer to the mystery that answers everything pretty satisfactorily. But at the same time, it it also reveals that this entire series is completely pointless and has nothing to say about humanity. That's the thing that stories are supposed to do, to say something about what it means to be human, to say something about like what it means to live life or how you're supposed to live life. You'll say some kind of philosophical thing about film. It's not like that's not like the point of film or something. But no, I just want to just like all it is. Okay, it's just a game show. That's it. It's just a game show. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied from the fact that it's just a game show? Man, I feel like if you were to take away the mysterious aspect of this show and reveal that it was just a game show up front and just like keep the episodes going in the exact order, I have a feeling that not a lot of people, not nearly as many people, would be interested in watching it. I think they would watch the first episode, realize that the characters are bland and boring, which they are. The only thing that's interesting about this series is the mystery, and the mystery isn't even satisfying at the end. You know, like, let me give you, like, a satisfying mystery. Planet of the Apes, which isn't really a mystery, but, like, it has a satisfying ending that actually says something about humanity, you know. Watch any episode of the old Twilight Zone series, you'll see a ton of satisfying mysteries with satisfying endings. It's not like it's not impossible to do, but this just didn't have, like, this just was completely pointless. Has nothing to say about anything. And I guess I should have expected that. I mean, I looked at the age demographic for this. It's like 10 to 11-year-old kids. I don't know why I'm watching it. I guess I'm stuck on watching little kids cartoons or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't satisfying for me. It was boring and meh, and the characters are bland. And the only redeeming factor is the fact that one of the characters is voiced by Ashley Ball, who is the voice of Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And hearing a familiar voice makes me feel good, you know. I like hearing familiar people. But other than that, this series was boring. I now see why they have this stupid art style of the series, you know, like that looks kind of dumb, you know, it looks like they kind of traced someone's faces. It turns out that's what they did. They basically traced their faces to make the facial shapes look like the faces of the real people. So that when they woke up from the Hollow, the video game or whatever, the contest, the game show that they were playing, they would actually look like themselves. And so they weren't able to actually draw them in some kind of artistic and cool way. No, they just kind of just traced the shape of their skulls, and that's the way they did it. Great. It's a bland show. Well, I didn't know what I was expecting, man. It's a Netflix original series. You're playing like a real tough game when you're going for a Netflix original series. It's like you're making a real heavy gamble. I'm saying maybe like 70% of Netflix original series are just bland, boring meh. They're not bad per se. They're not awful, but they're mediocre and meh. And like there are just a few choice series that are good. So whatever, that's all I have to say. The Hollow is boring, and that's it. This has been the Kokino Podcast. I don't even know if I'm going to record any more of these. I'm getting bored of making these podcasts. But let me know in the comments if you want more. Signing out. See you later. Have a good life.